So we spent 4 years researching the topic of connection at work. We surveyed over 2,000 global workers. The research is global that I'm going to share. We worked with 50 leaders around the world and interviewed them and got their best strategies and figure out what are they doing well. And at this point, we've had hundreds of organizations, big and small, around the world, cultivate a sense of connection inside their organizations and equip leaders to be more connectable inside of organizations. So the data I'm about to show you is downloaded from the book and all the work we did there. But I also wanted to share this because I'm so excited that you all get your hands on the book. The book hit number 7 on the Wall Street Journal bestseller list, and tens of thousands of readers just rated the book the number 3 leadership book of the entire last year. So I promise I was not fishing for an applause. I love the work we put into this. I think it's so needed. I'm so thrilled that such an ambitious group like this gets a hold of it. And I promise you, I do not want to waste your time if you dig into it. I think it'll be worth your time. And I'm going to be signing books. I'm going to be around for the whole event. I would love to connect with every single one of you. I'm going to be through those doors signing books. Come see me. Would love to connect. All right, so here's the data behind all of this. So the state of connection, there's 72% of global workers feel disconnected at least monthly, with 55% saying at least weekly. Additionally, 69% of employees aren't satisfied with the opportunities for connection in their workplace. 79% of Gen Z report sometimes or always feeling lonely, which is the most of any generation. And that's what got me interested in this whole topic, because I was studying generations and writing a book about Gen Z and figured that Gen Z, what we discovered is Gen Z is twice as likely than our elderly population to experience loneliness. And it's the first time we've ever had this imbalance. So we figured we got to get to work to figure out how do we cultivate more connection at work as Gen Z becomes the fastest growing generation in the workforce. Turns out we're all more disconnected than ever before, no matter your generation. It's still most acute amongst Gen Z, however. And then lastly, only 3 in 5 leaders are, 3 in 5 employees say their leaders aren't doing a good job promoting or discussing connection. So my friends, you see the full story here, don't you? We're more disconnected than ever. We're turning towards our employer to find more connection, which makes sense, because again, that's where we spend the most of our waking hours is at work. And it turns out our organizations and our leaders are ill-equipped to actually deliver on this heightened connection craving. And to unfortunately make this even more cumbersome and complex, here's the following data point. 90% of employees suffering from isolation or disconnection say they would not tell their supervisor. So if some of you are thinking, gosh, this is a really important conversation, but it's for someone else. This is not plaguing my team. I would urge you to rethink that, because the data says otherwise. I would assume, everyone should assume that we're craving more connection. In fact,